Welcome back to another episode of the Bro Monroe Show, hosted by El Paso's funniest bros. Please enjoy and don't be a weenie.
Yes, I can hear you guys. I don't know what that was. I'm sorry I did that.
Are we under attack? Is it a fucking Cold War all of a sudden? We got to get underneath the table?
Yeah, we do. That's exactly what it sounded like.
That was pretty similar, yeah. It was pretty
Wasn't the air raid the fucking... They're from the area because they're from New Mexico, bro.
Have you guys ever heard like the tornado warnings like that? The sirens?
Yeah.
That's scary.
They still do that at the test site.
Do they really?
Oh, no.
Don't listen to me. All right.
Every now and then, one in the morning.
And we're back with another edition of Bro Monroe Show.
Talking to the mic, dog. Don't be scared. There we go.
I talk
He's
really
not
loud.
even holding the
anyway.
mic, way.
He's all shy as shit.
Your hands are so big, way. I didn't even know what you were holding.
Let me talk. Now, welcome to another edition of the Bro Monroe Show. Episode 140, guys. 140. I'm one of your hosts, Milo the Madman, El Gordo Ramsey, something else. I don't know what the hell I am. What the hell am I? Something
Milo the Maniac.
Milo the Maniac.
I don't know. You have too many nicknames too.
There you go. So, look, I got a new one for you. So when you finish.
When we finish.
Oh, when you didn't forget.
Oh, shit. Okay. What's good, guys? My name is Ray Ruckus, a.k.a. Ray Zombie, a.k.a. your Tia's favorite homie, a.k.a. too many AKs. What's up? Tell me.
So, you know our homie Ray Burger?
Yeah.
You're going to be Ray Pizza.
Hey, I like that. Ray Pizza. I like that shit.
As Ray Pizza. So, yeah.
Shout out to Ray Burger.
Yeah,
Shout out to Ray
Ray
Pizza. I like
Burger.
that. And then we have our other co-host at the far end of
What's
the table.
going on? Let me see. It's been a while, so I have to read off script. My name is Andrew Rodriguez.
Shut up.
It's been a while, guys.
My social security number.
But the last four ending in... No, I'm just kidding. What's going on? My name is Andrew. I go by Drew. I go by Drewski. However, I'm not in that scene anymore, so no one really calls me Downtown Drew or Drewski anymore. Or Tuki Drewski. But normally these days, I go by Dad. Or Daddy.
Dude, and I'd like to point out to people, he was Drewski before the Drewski skit guy.
Oh, yeah.
And
dude.
it's Drew, Drew, so he's been Drewski for like 20 years at least. So
Oh, dude.
that other kid's
maybe longer.
Yeah, exactly. So
Wow. One of my first nicknames was actually Jones in
White
middle
Jones.
school. Mike Vandera gave me
Andrew Jones from-
because of Andrew Jones from the Atlanta Braves.
Wow.
And I was a Braves fan. And so, yeah.
just kidding, dog. Just kidding. Oh, sorry, we said gay.
I'm wearing my baseball jersey today.
It's okay.
baseball jersey.
So it's just apropos today, guys. Sorry, I'm sorry.
We have two very, 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 very special guests. Please go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Kiara Schroeder, and I am Miss Petite USA, New Mexico.
Very nice.
Every time I see that word, I want to pronounce it petite. I don't know what it is about that word, bro, but when I see it, I was like, petite.
Le Petite. I like that. Cool.
And I'm not alone, right?
No,
Thank you, John. Thank you.
I got you.
Thank you, John.
Mr. Pepe Le Pew over here. All right, who we got? And then introduce
He's
yourself.
stealing my thunder with this
My name is John
fucking...
Pacheco. And that's it, basically.
Just John Pacheco. I love it.
I mean, yeah, I got no title like this one right here. So.
Hey, not yet though.
You're right.
I know. We were discussing right before. You're a very handsome man.
You were
I appreciate it. Very
Mr.
handsome.
You were Mr. NMSU in 2019.
Yeah, basically. I mean, yeah.
Pre-COVID.
Yeah, pre-COVID.
I see a power couple and shit.
Yeah.
Power couple and I
I'm
love
not gonna
it.
lie, I saw some of your photos. It's cute.
Yeah, no, we're talking about John. We're talking about John. Okay, sorry, Kiara.
The
Not about
lighting in
you.
those sunsets were immaculate.
Yep.
know you like
It really
sunsets.
brought out your eyes.
Yeah,
Shout
I
out
know you
Angelique.
like sunsets.
I love sunsets. You gotta listen to that episode, guys.
Long walks on the beach.
Oh, do you guys know? Ask him the question about that you asked us about the sunsets, and maybe he knows.
What makes sunsets in this
West
part
Texas?
of
Yeah.
the nation spectacular or amazing, beautiful,
Do you know why?
different?
I honestly, I would say probably due to the fact that I'm going to science the shit out of this. But, you know,
Please
the
do.
chemicals burning in the air, it's a different elevation, a different level.
Oh, the smog coming from Juarez.
Yeah,
How
East
dare you?
Solo,
How
yeah.
dare you?
All that chicharrones. But definitely like if you look over the mountains, especially, you know, this mountain right here, it's just a different burning of a different color, I think, during the different types of the day. And it just, I don't know what it is. It just
You're on
makes
par with that. But yeah, just because of the air is so arid, it's so dry. And that has a lot to do with the particles in the atmosphere, which gives it that hue, that pink and orange.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
yeah. Bravo.
Smart.
This is an
Let's
educated
give him
man.
an applause. There we go.
They're doing something right at NMSU.
Hey.
That's
can't
the
say that.
first and only compliment I'm going to give. I'd probably
Yeah.
give it more, but I'm a UTEP minor, bro.
Oh.
Puro pitch biter. No, sorry. You're surrounded by minors, actually. We outnumber you guys.
UTEP.
UTEP minors. UTEP minors. These days you gotta. Minors with an E, not an O. Okay, guys, learn how to spell, please. Bro, did you guys see that TikTok that was like viral a couple months ago? Where this dude was like, the UTEP minors, why are they like kids out there? And it's like, bro, learn how to read, dog. Like, it's stupid, dude. And they went for super viral and everyone was like, UTEP minors. Like, yeah, exactly.
Flopped.
All right, so guys, every time we come in, I mean, we have our guests with a story of some sort. It doesn't have to be a party story, but it has to be something that was real. You guys can change names and locations, but it has to be real. I don't know who wants to go first. Or if you guys even want to, yeah?
I'll go.
Cool.
First, baby.
Okay, so when I was 15, I was learning how to drive. And my mom's husband ended up going out with me instead of my mom. And she was supposed to go with me, but she was like, just have him take you, whatever. So we went out into this dirt road, and it was like a washboard road. So like the road was like kind of bumpy, and it had sand on the side because it was like a washboard road. And so it was like probably 7, 8 o'clock at night. And I was going about 25, and the speed limit's like 45, and it's a 2001 Dodge Ram that we're in. So the headlights aren't great. It's seen some things, it's been through some stuff. So we were kind of chugging along, but the truck had been through so much that the dashboard was rattling at 25 miles an hour. So he was like, "Oh, pick it up to the speed limit," which I was learning how to drive. So anything over like 30 is fast when you're first learning how to drive. So I was like, "Okay, I'll pick it up to 45." And I was like, "Well, I'm trying to keep to my side of the road because there's traffic still coming in." So I was trying to keep to my side of the road on this dirt road, and the back tires caught the sand on the side. And so we started fishtailing, and I got out of it, and we were headed towards the other side of the road too fast for my comfort. And so instead of braking, I slammed the wheel all the way over, and we went over 3 times onto the cab.
Bro.
Oh, snap.
Yeah. And the only thing holding me in was the steering wheel.
Dude, did you survive?
I mean, not really. No, yeah.
This is our first paranormal interview
Oh,
from the great beyond.
did anything happen to you, like significant? Any injuries that were? Like,
I broke my collarbone, probably from hitting the roof of the truck, but my shoulder was up here, my collarbone was down here, and so it was like a clean break. Yeah.
I mean, that's probably better,
best-
right?
best
Best
case
case
scenario,
scenario,
best
rather
case
than a
scenario,
fracture or something.
Yeah.
But that-
better that than your neck.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. That's the only injury you sustained. Like I would have thought like a collapsed lung, a cracked ribs, I don't know, your broken femur.
Dude, I have a cousin that recently this past week just collapsed his lung. I think he was doing a backflip or something like that. From what I understand.
Backflip?
I don't know. So hopefully you do better, bro. See you soon.
Don't
But
do
yeah.
Which
backflips.
cousin?
You guys don't know. It's from my dad's side.
You're thinking a scarecrow.
Nah, not him. Damn, that's a crazy ass story. Wow. How long was the recovery? You were good?
I was good. I think I was in a sling for about 6 weeks.
Average.
Yeah.
And
But
how-
they were like, if it doesn't heal properly, you're in a sling. And like, you have to get a plate in your shoulder. So it healed properly, thank God.
Thank God.
Do you have the Rookie of the Year shoulder? Do you know what that is? You guys ever seen the movie? Damn, I forget they're young. You know what that is, John? No?
No.
Remember Rookie of the Year, right?
The
With
movie,
the
the
shoulder?
baseball movie.
He gets an injury or something like
Yeah.
that, so the kid winds up the ball and he throws it like 100 miles an hour or
Yeah,
something
he's
like
like
that.
the
Oh my
freak.
God.
Yeah, so
Oh,
he
yeah,
gets signed by the
49ers
Chicago Cubs and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about like a Tommy John surgery. You know?
Oh, no.
They get that done in their arms.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Oh, man. That's a good story.
That's a good story.
story.
That's hardcore. That's
All right,
hardcore.
John.
Yeah.
You wanna,
Glad you made it out. That meant
Yeah.
everything was okay.
Glad you survived. That's awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
John, bless us with your story, bro.
I'll tell you all about one time I got stabbed while working at a nursing home.
Oh my
Oh, I love these guests, dude.
Yeah, so
Wow, you guys have lived. We're a bunch of 20-year-olds.
yeah, just 20-year-olds. So I was working at a undisclosed location. I ain't gonna name names because they gave me $1 raise after this entire story, so I wouldn't take it to the police or whatever.
Wow, hold
But
on.
Okay, at the time, okay, let me, yeah.
In which economy, bro? In which economy were we talking about? Because $1 could be a lot, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
A sliver of pizza.
Yeah, exactly. And they're like, oh no, you guys don't get a raise. You guys get a pizza party. And it's just like Little Caesars.
Whack.
Yeah. So, in 2019, I believe it was, I was working at a nursing home, and this man, which we were a ward of the state, which meant they sent us the people that couldn't really afford a lot of the nicer places. And so we got some characters in there for sure. And they were just the worst. Most of the time they were worst. I got punched, kicked, peed on, defecated on, and everything under the sun. I got called names. Old ladies used to grab my ass.
Nice,
It was
nice.
pretty a good
That's
story.
cool.
Yeah. An old lady used to say that I was the devil. And I was like,
Nice.
and I didn't know her, but she was like, you're the devil. And I was like, Grandma, it's me. And she goes, oh, hi, Hito. I'm like, hi, Grandma. Do you want some applesauce? Did they give you your applesauce yet? Probably not. But anyways, one of these days, I had a man come in who had recently been, I think, part of a psych ward or something somewhere, and they didn't fill out his paperwork properly. So I'm on a different hall at this point. But of course, all those little CNAs always like came and got me when stuff got heavy. So as soon as I was there, I hear plates just breaking. I hear things getting thrown, and I'm like, what's going on? And I just hear one CNA come down to me. She was like, hey, I need your help on haul this. And I was like, okay, cool. I'll be right there. Let me finish wiping this dude's ass. And then I was like, okay, cool. So let me go walk down there. And so sure enough, wash my hands, get over there, and he's throwing plates. He's overturning the bed, and he had mats on the ground so that he couldn't like harm himself, but he's over there trying to harm us. And so I was like, all right, bro, you know, you can't really do nothing, especially in the healthcare field. You can't touch them. You can't like do anything. But so I'm like, all right, you know, I'm trying to walk him down, and he's like throwing up. He's like throwing a mess. And I'm just like, bro, calm down. Like, we're trying to feed you. We're trying to take care of you. I don't know if he was like, I don't know if he was a war vet. I don't know what was going on, but he was like, you guys are trying to poison me. I'm like, sir, I got the applesauce and ate it myself. I was like, if we're not
Any
gonna
chance was he screaming that you were Charlie?
probably. I mean, yeah,
Charlie at any point.
yeah, exactly, probably. And then so like he was like 40 at the time, so he was like he was pretty young to be in there. And so I like got behind him, and you can only hold them. You can't like push him in the ground or not like that. And he had been breaking plates. And so I didn't see that he had a shard of porcelain in his hand. And so I grabbed him, and he reacted, and he stuck it in my leg.
Dude,
and I went,
thigh?
huh?
In the thigh?
In the thigh.
EpiPen
Yeah.
action.
Dude, that's painful.
Yeah, and
I got in a
like
shot in my fucking thigh, and that was painful.
and like
I can only imagine.
yeah, exactly. I was like, "Ugh." And I'm like, I reacted, and my wrestling kicked in, and I snapped. I snapped, and I suplexed him. I suplexed him onto his stomach, and I just held him there. And sure enough, my charge nurse, or I think it was the DON, called the police, and they came down. They were like, what happened? And I was like, this guy just stabbed me. They're like, okay, we don't know why he's here. He should be in Santa Fe, where they keep all the psych ward patients. And so I was like bleeding down my leg, and they were like, you probably need to go get that checked. And so thankfully, a nurse, I don't remember her name, she took it out and gave me stitches there on the spot, and then cleaned it up. And they're like, we need to send you to go get actual help, to go see if it's infected or whatever. I was clear. Thankfully, it didn't like go too deep, but I have a scar right here on my leg now. And if Friday, they asked me, like, hey, are you gonna come into work tomorrow?
Damn.
I'm like, bro, I just got stabbed.
Shit.
Like, what?
Goodness.
And so I came back in, worked my 12 hours, and then on Friday they had like a big meeting, and they brought me in there, and I was like, oh no. And I'm sitting in front of like the big people, like the people, like the big doctor, the DON, everybody, and they're like, so we heard what you did, we heard what happened. Very sorry that happened to you. You know, it was like a mistake on our part or on the paperwork. So here's $1 raise. And I was like, yeah, okay, cool. And at the time I was making decent money, but I was like, all right, cool. And then probably like a week later after that, I got stabbed in the hand with a pen.
What?
Yeah.
Same guy or different dude?
Different dude.
He snuck back in.
Yeah.
Did you ever?
He shaved his head.
Did you ever see him again?
No, I
Well,
didn't.
we got a surprise for you right now.
He goes out of the restaurant.
Suplexed again.
Come on.
Damn. So you didn't get in trouble for suplexing him?
No.
Wow.
No, because
dude.
I was like, it was instinct. Like my fight or flight response kicked in, and I just went. I felt like like the in Limitless when his eyes get all big. I went.
The
and
adrenaline just kicked in.
Yeah, I just kicked in, and like I put him in the ground, and I just held him, and I was like, that was probably illegal, but like I just got stabbed.
At that point, it's self-defense.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you dig his scar there or what? His leg? Is it cool? Is it cool?
It's like about.
It's like, it's nothing. Just small. Damn.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
Damn, dog. You got to get a bigger one next time. A bigger scar.
I know. Tell him next time like an actual night.
I only have 2 scars, and they were both from my mom's kitchen table when it was still standing.
What?
It was what is it? It was like a marble like pedestal that had a piece of glass on it, and the glass was the table. But the marble had like a smooth and then a rugged and then a smooth and a rugged. And I scratched my knee on it twice, and it ended up scarring it both times.
Same spot?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Dude,
shit.
that's crazy because I have 2 scars on my thighs. From completely different like incidents when I was a kid, and they're both in the exact same spot,
Really?
in the exact same shape and everything.
That's crazy,
Yeah,
dude.
that's true.
You're fucking weird, dude.
I know
I
I'm
like
weird.
that. That's cool.
Shut up! I hate you.
That's crazy, man.
Well, did you ever see that marble table again?
It burned with the house. So
I was surprised.
The marble table.
God damn, dude! Like that's hardcore, man. You guys are hardcore, bro.
We've been through a lot.
Good
Yeah.
lord.
you guys are old souls for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
They've
Yeah,
lived.
so-
How did you guys meet?
Yeah, how'd you guys meet?
I'm curious.
Tell us about that. How'd you guys meet?
you wanna tell
You give the story.
I get this
You
story.
get-
Hell
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Hell yeah.
For the longest time, we didn't tell anybody that we met this way. But
So now all of El Paso and Las Cruces.
yeah,
are on the
yeah,
phone.
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah,
So
yeah.
we're getting into
So
it.
my parents think we met at a Target.
Yeah, I was at a wedding with a friend of mine. It was a friend of a friend. And so we went to this wedding. I was just a +1 because I was like, who doesn't like free food at a wedding?
Hell yeah.
So I was like, all right, cool. And it was in Albuquerque. And he was in Los Lunas at the time. And so I was on Tinder at the time. And I saw his profile pop up not once, but twice, but 3 times.
Oh.
So I was like, okay,
what
I
they
guess,
say.
like.
Third time's a charm, man.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
He was using all his super likes on you and shit.
I
Was he
like-
wearing the same hat in each photo?
Different hat.
different hat.
The exact same photo.
different hat.
Bass Pro Shop.
Yeah, maybe it was a bad.
Hey, the third one's the one with the little wheel on top and shit.
Nah, I didn't have I didn't buy a hat yet.
Oh, you didn't have the Bass Pro Shop one?
no, I did have a snapback actually.
Yeah, you were wearing something.
Yeah.
I was like,
How
oh.
do you have that hat? Like it wouldn't.
He
yeah,
had
yeah,
a
yeah.
hat. He had a hat. Yeah.
I would have
I
taken
didn't-
her 3 times, bro.
Exactly. If I would have had the cowboy hat, Todo one time.
That's cool.
Went left.
Where was
left,
y'all's
and
first
then-
date at?
We were
We went
supposed to go to a place called Lorenzo's there on University Ave, but the wait time was like 45 minutes. And so she was like, I ain't really that picky. She's like, let's go grab something to eat. And I was like, okay, well, what's around here? It was already dark. And so where did we go grab?
We went to Wiener Schnitzel.
Nice.
Yeah, and I was
That's
sitting there and
just
I
fire.
was like, all right, cool. And my dad used to get us Wiener Schnitzel like growing up. So it was kind of like a comfort food. So I was like, all right, this chick's pretty cool. I was
That's
like, all
dope,
right.
yeah.
I was like, all right, cool. And then she was like, let's go get Calichis. And I was like,
Say less.
yeah, some sweets beside you? Okay, let's go.
Hell yeah. That's
Exactly,
cool, dude.
exactly. Yeah. I recently just watched that movie actually.
That's fucking dope.
That's a risky, bold move as fucking chili dogs on a first date, bro. I could never pull that off because I'm a messy eater.
They were young bucks. They were young bucks.
Dude, I'm
No, he's a messy eater.
bro.
Oh, that's why. Oh,
I'm a messy eater, bro.
I thought because you're gonna poop.
I also get the BGs. I'm telling everyone.
Everybody knows.
That's awesome.
Everyone does
That
now.
would have been dope. Like I thought you were gonna say Blake Slaughterburger. I was like,
Yeah.
Oh, Blake's.
Blake Slaughterburger was hard, bro. Like I
pretty
like
good,
Blake's,
yeah.
man.
Lakes
and it's
does
like we had
go
like 3 here, and they all closed down, dude.
Yeah,
No,
because
I think
no one
they
was
might have
hitting them
one.
up.
They might have one on the
There's-
Far East by
On the Far East?
by
Okay.
El Dorado.
Yeah.
But the other one's closed.
Yeah, dude. Well, there's 2. There's one in the
I'm
West
not
and
gonna
one
lie,
in-
dude. There was one by my crib and I never went. Not even once.
It's good, dude. It's
The
good.
one
So
that's
I'm part of the problem.
Taco Palenque now.
Yeah,
Dude,
Taco
you guys
Palenque.
been to TP?
No,
Oh,
is it
that's
good?
where I met
That
Fluffy.
place is fire. Oh, you
Oh,
met him?
yeah.
Fluffy,
That's
yeah.
who was
Yes.
there.
Tell us about that. How was it meeting Fluffy? Was he a big dude?
He was actually
Like tall?
He was kind of tall, yeah. I guess he was just shorter than I thought he would be. Because
Especially on
like
that
on
stage.
Netflix specials and
Yeah.
stuff, you know? And so I was like, okay. Like I never went to one of his shows because I could never afford it. And they were like, oh yeah, he's gonna be there. So I showed up like 2 hours early. And I was like, I'm gonna meet him. And there was some guy that was representing the Infinity dealership, and he was like going ham. Like he was like dancing for like
Oh, it was
like-
Bobby Bones.
Oh, yeah.
Bobby
yeah.
Bone. Yeah.
Yeah, he was there since like 5 a.m. And he was like first in line.
Dude, I would like to see a dance battle between that dude and then that Miss Filipino chick that was just,
the
just got caught fucking dancing all street, all hood and shit. That'd be a badass dance battle.
That would
Anyway.
be crazy.
Oh, yeah, but how was meeting Fluffy? Is he a cool dude?
Yeah,
Was he super, like,
He's super
chill?
cool. I was wearing my top model title when I met him. And he was all, "Oh, I feel so sexy next to you." And I was all, "I mean, you are."
Nice.
But he was all, "Oh, are you queen? Are you princess?" And I was all, "Queen is fine." I was like, whatever.
You're like petite.
Le petite. Le petite. Nice.
But he was super chill. He was like, "Yeah, I love like meeting my fans and stuff." And like, like he was part of this. He had offered to be part of that and like sponsor the whole event. And they had like a burrito meal, I think it was.
Mhm.
Like
The Fluffy pack, I think.
specifically, yeah. that's what
Did you
it
have to
was.
buy it in order to meet him?
It was like $10. So
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
But well, you didn't have to buy it to meet him, but it was like a
A lot
bonus
cheaper than the special.
to meet him.
The
Yeah.
show.
Honestly,
Yeah. And then I met some lady that was going for like something Secretary of Defense or something like that for like New Mexico.
Oh wow.
And I was like, okay, that's
That's cool.
cool. Yeah. So I was like, all right,
Networking,
cool.
that's what it's all about.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. And she was like, can I take a picture with you? And I was like, that is the first time anybody's ever asked me that. So I was like, yeah,
That's
I mean,
dope, dude, that's
cool.
dope.
That's cool.
And I was just standing in line. So, I was like, all right,
That's
cool.
an interesting feeling, right? Like,
Yeah. I was
oh,
like,
shit,
yeah, I was like, I guess. Yeah.
cool, man. That's
Yeah.
How did you get started with the whole modeling gig?
It was kind of a side quest. Not gonna lie. So NMSU does like they have their own fashion
Department.
yeah, they have their fashion club in all their classes, and it's a major that you can take at New Mexico State. And they did a fashion show a year prior, and I was like, oh, that looks cool. And so the office of they named it something else now, but it's like student success. So they do like internships, they like help you get jobs, prepare for interviews, things like that. So they did a fashion show a year later, and it was like what to wear, what not to wear at an interview kind of thing. And I was like, I want to do that. So I was like, all right, cool. And so I went up there and I was like, actually, this is kind of fire. So I contacted a friend of mine. I don't know if you guys remember Mia Molina. She had passed away here in El Paso.
Oh, with the cars, right? The canine.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Like Cars and Canines, yeah.
R.I.P.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
got
for
me
sure.
into modeling, and because I'd taken classes with her, and I knew her for about 4 years.
Cool.
But she was like, "Oh yeah, like you can go to this casting call that's happening," and I was like, "Oh okay." So I got signed with my agency, and I was like, "Okay, cool." And then from there, I got with another agency, and then so I'm with two now, and then I started doing pageants and everything else like that. So
That's cool. It's all sparkly. I like it.
yeah, this is
Le Petite.
this is
Petite.
Petite USA, which is happening in July, which isn't with either of my agencies. But it was like, yeah, it's a national pageant going on. So they were like, "Oh, are you under 5'6"?" And I was like, "I'm 5'2". So I mean, yeah. And then they were like, "All right, cool. You're Miss New Mexico Petite now." And I was like, "All right, cool." So and then I go compete for nationals in July.
Nice.
So is this
Yeah.
kind of like a springboard?
Yeah.
I mean, you could say, even though it's not affiliated or like you said, but it
Yeah,
kinda got you.
they recommend that you do pageants to get more of a broader scale in like modeling versus pageantry, because they're kind of the same but they're kind of different. So I was modeling for about a year and a half, and they were like, "Okay, pageant time," and I was like, "Ah." So I was like, "Okay, I'll do a pageant," and then I ended up picking up Petite USA too. So I was like, "Okay, cool, we'll do Petite USA as well."
That's crazy. I'm gonna do petite USA as well.
Yeah.
He is 5'2". He is 5'2" as well. So.
Weren't you part of a modeling gig, modeling gloves?
Dude, so we
Costanza?
gotta introduce you to our friend Diana. Remember, she was with the Nuestra Belleza, so it's cool.
I don't.
Yeah, she just hit on here like 2 episodes ago. So we'll connect you girls. That's dope.
Yeah.
And what about you, John? How'd you get your start in the modeling gig?
So, all right. So this is so they say if you don't adapt, you fall behind. So yeah, exactly. You know. So I had to. She had been going, and a lot of the men that were there, and a lot of other people, like photographers and stuff, said like, "Hey, you know, are you walking? Are you modeling today?" And I was like, "No, I'm just here. I'm here to support her. Like that's all I'm here for." And a lot of them were like, "All right, well, you know, whatever." And she's like, "You should do it. You should do it. You should do it." She kept on, and I was like, I'm gordo. I don't want to do all that. I was like, I come from the sticks. You know what I mean? I come from hunting and fishing, and it's like almost like not demasculating, but it's like it's a little like feminine. You know what I mean? Like you got to be like. But I was like, I get my eyebrows done. I like, you know what I mean? He Todo, so might as well.
Yeah, you have pedicures.
Yeah,
to do
exactly.
it.
He spends more time on his hair than I do.
Nice.
That is true.
As you should. As you should.
Yeah.
King.
Exactly.
All right.
Yeah. So
Was that what you dropped, dude?
no, that was me.
Oh, yeah, that was John.
There's a
Doug.
guy from the nursing home. He wants out.
You want like-
Hanging on the door.
He's breaking your fine china, bro.
But yeah, so I was like, you know what? I'll try it once. I'll always try something once.
Hell yeah. You're
Not-
trisexual, bro. Try anything once.
Me
He
too.
told her, no, don't tell her that. Don't tell her that, bro. She's
Just
like,
kidding. Just kidding.
Me too. 2 times. Once to try it, and second time if I like it.
Remember, guys, it's not gay if you don't like it. Okay? Remember that, guys. Also, it's not gay if you use a condom. So. Just kidding.
If your socks are on,
Just kidding. Just kidding.
Starting to worry me.
Anymore?
They're just jokes, guys. They're just jokes. Okay, my bad.
It's
My
not gonna be
bad.
falling
no,
out.
it's
Exactly.
okay.
All right.
There's a guy I met in high school.
Dolly don't have his number saved. Nothing. Just an emoji.
Hell yeah.
It's Wingstop under his phone.
Hey, why did we stop calling you?
There was a gender bender day in high school, and he fucking dressed as a girl. Dude, his thighs, his legs.
It should worry me too now. What the fuck?
It's both of them.
My bad. We go on tangents. My
I
bad.
know, my bad.
No, you
Oh,
guys
yeah,
are
so
good.
yeah.
No, I already
So
know.
they ask
We're
you.
the ADHD generation.
No, yo,
Yeah, us too.
Yeah.
So they ask you to walk and all that. And then how does it
And
go?
so I was like, I don't know. And she was like, all right, this next casting call that's coming up, it's low. It's like, it's a little bit more low key. There's not going to be a lot of people there. There was a lot of people there.
There was a lot of people there.
No one's there.
there.
No one's going to be there.
Just the
And
locals.
I was just modeling a t-shirt, so it was nothing bad. So I was like,
just a t-shirt.
just a t-shirt.
That's all you're wearing? Like
that's-
Winnie the Pooh?
no pants.
No pants, nothing.
We need to
Fuck.
Great.
Porky Pig in it. Porky Pig in it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no. But so they're like, bring your own style. So it was a t-shirt, jeans, and boots. And I was like, this seems a little plain. I was like, let me put on the cowboy hat, some sunglasses. He
roll
told
up a pack of Marlboros on your
Yeah,
sleeve.
exactly.
You lights went up.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
On
But
his
then-
fucking boot.
I came here when you're talking. I was like, catwalk, baby.
Yeah.
That's basically
what
what
it
it
is.
looked
Yeah,
like.
that's
Yeah,
what it
what it
is.
looked like.
And so she was like, all right, just work on your poses, figure it out. And so we were literally in a parking lot like 2 days before. Like she was teaching me how to walk. Like put your shoulders back, your chest up, but not out. He told us.
They're all
You guys-
adjusting their posture.
Yeah,
All of us.
yeah, exactly. And then
Smile
so,
with your eyes.
yeah, exactly. It was like, it just like make sure you know how to hit your poses and stuff. And I was like, okay, all right. And she's always like, everybody says she's a natural at this. So it's super simple learning from a really good teacher.
Let's see. Show us something right now. Can
So,
you show us
like,
something?
So like you push your chest like out but not up. And so you keep it like there and you just like stare at the camera. And then you walk forward and you make sure like you don't want to be too feminine. I mean, as a man, you don't want to be too feminine.
You don't
Sorry,
want to like
Drew.
slay your
But-
hips a lot.
I can already feel the female audience growing.
Nice, dude.
They're
Hell
gonna
yeah.
see
Yeah.
you and they're gonna be like, "Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
well,
he
I
a
mean-
model?"
How do you hold your lips in your face? Do you have to like be straight
like,
or?
yeah, like people like they press it together. Except what's that dude's name?
Or,
Zoolander.
Yeah. Zoolander. Yeah, Zoolander.
What is it called? Oh, yeah,
Blue Steel or something like that. Yeah, he's like, yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that's how like you gotta like keep it like you want to accentuate your like features, you know, like your jawline and stuff like that. So a lot of dudes will like purse their lips together and then like they'll just like look like they're sucking in their cheeks, and you're just like, bro, it's not that deep.
All right, show
But-
the camera
Yeah, they
yours.
go-
Show the camera yours.
Ah,
you
Todo.
Got hot in here, bro. Got hot in here, dog. Fuck.
Calvin Klein is calling.
Damn,
Let me know.
dog. Dude, that's fucking dope. Okay, so after that, how was
After
it like your
that,
first one? I mean,
That was the first time, but I mean, what really got me into it was probably like 2 weeks prior to that. We were at a show in Arizona, and she was walking, and she has her crown and her sash on, and this photographer comes up to me first, and he goes, "Bro, let me take some pictures of you." And she's like sitting there on her phone. She just goes, I just hear her phone go,
Yeah.
and I was all,
sorry,
'Cause
babe.
Yeah.
Because I had my top model sash on, and because I was like, well, I want to represent like where I'm from in this show. And so I was like, okay, cool. And I have this it's bigger than this one, but it's a taller crown. And I have this black sash on, and I'm just like sitting there chilling. And he goes up to
'cause it wasn't
John
bedazzled.
first, and I was like,
true.
You're stealing my thunder, babe.
Yeah, exactly. And I sat there, and I was like, he takes the photos, and he shows me, and I'm like, all right.
I was
I
like,
was like,
I
I was
got
like,
this
I was like,
shit.
ah. And then 2 weeks later,
You're a tiger. You're a tiger.
yeah, exactly.
Raw, you're fierce. I'm a snake.
There is
I'm a slithering snake.
oh my god.
Hell yeah.
And so they were like, all right, let's I was like, all right, I'll try it out. I'll walk one and see what it's like. Adrenaline dump, bro. Cause like you go out there and you see the cameras flashing, you see everybody looking at you,
you're all,
and you're like, you kind of like go blank. Like you kind of
really?
like go blank. And so I hit my poses or whatever. And I recognized, like they always say, like recognize somebody in the crowd. Cause usually, you know, you have people in there like, we knew a photographer. So I just like pointed and I just smiled, and that was my last pose, and I walked out.
that was the best shot. I was all,
Yeah.
You're gonna have to send that one for
Yeah,
us.
send us a
I
promo.
got you. I got you. Yeah,
We'll
yeah,
post it right here in front of her face.
yeah. You told her. Yeah, exactly. Shit.
Hell yeah, dude.
So, and then she was like, all right, that was your first one. Do you want to try to go for another one? And I was like, yeah, sure. And so at NMSU, the same one that she walked last year comes up again. And we were going, and I was like, I don't want to do that. I was like, I wasn't feeling it really. And then she was like, let's cast. And I was like, okay, I'll cast. Fine. And so I did. And now, when's that one? The 21st?
something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
Hell yeah,
so-
dude.
Damn.
Well, congratulations.
Both
Congrats,
of
man.
you guys. It's awesome, man. That's
Yeah,
so
she's
dope.
on like number 17, 16 now.
I just watched 17.
Yeah, so it'll be now 18 coming
Cool.
up. So that's
Since we asked him to hit his post, can you hit yours for the camera real quick?
I mean, I don't.
The
I don't
face,
have
something,
anything
no?
specific.
Just show us
What's that-
something
what's
you got
that
in your
one that's
I
arsenal.
don't have any.
Ito.
I don't like.
He does it better. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, exactly. I watched so many times. She's always like, "There you go. Yeah. There we go. Work it."
Okay.
There's like a whole video that one of the videographers took at the last fashion show that I did. That it was like he was like right up in my face, and it caught like a whole look, and it was like a
Oh.
whole like side moment. It was so cool.
That's awesome. Was that the one at
Very
Sheepdog?
chic cut.
It was at the outlet shops.
Outlet shops, okay. But you did do something at Sheepdog recently, right? Or no?
Yeah,
You did,
that
right?
was. Oh, that was probably number 13, right?
Yeah, the African Heritage Month.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Was it? No,
yeah.
it wasn't recent. No.
No.
No, it wasn't recent.
It
No.
was at the Sheepdog Brewery, but it was the African Heritage one. That was really cool.
No,
That's
that
so
place
cool.
was dope. It was
That
pretty
is-
sick.
That's so cool. That's,
That's
so
awesome,
cool.
man. That's dope.
Drew's been wanting to get into modeling too, but I
Should.
don't know.
Dude, I
Yeah,
saw him
you
right
can.
now. I was
Yeah,
like,
you
damn,
should.
bro, you
You
look
can.
good. Like a nice little haircut. You
for
trimmed
dad
your
gang.
beard.
The dad gang.
Yeah.
You should.
Yeah, you would be surprised.
Well, help me
bro.
out, guys. I mean,
I got you. I
Yeah,
got
yeah.
you.
give us
Yeah.
some numbers over here.
He's definitely the most handsome one here, other than me and Ray.
I mean, there's a.
I'm kidding. Yeah, you're number 3.
Asshole. Such an asshole.
If it ain't two, it ain't true.
I'm gone for 2 weeks, and this is what happens.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
That's
dog.
why.
That's exactly what happens. That's awesome. So what are you guys? What are you majoring in the college right now?
I major in it's information and communication technologies is the full title, or ICT, but I'm focusing in cybersecurity. So I'm in the College of Engineering, but I'm in cybersecurity. So.
Cool. That's what we need, man. That's what we need these days.
we need that.
She's gonna hack into our fucking profile.
Can you delete
Monroe.
my student loans, please?
Yeah, please.
Please.
I mean, don't tell anybody, but
Like you're looking at 3 liberal arts.
No, I wasn't liberal.
Oh,
I was
two
liberal.
Two
Can you
liberal
see how
arts.
I do that?
Did you see they're knocking the
was-
building down at UTEP? The liberal
Yeah.
arts building.
oh yeah,
Dude,
they
I was
They're making it to a
I
plaza.
was
They're-
scrolling through the comments,
Oh,
bro.
really?
I was scrolling through the comments and I wanted to see what people said. The majority of every comment was like, "Oh my god, there was so much smoke."
All the Mexicans smoke cigarettes out there.
one thing someone said was like, all you heard was the Nextel fucking thing, and that was so funny, bro, because that's all you heard when we were going to school at the time. It was like. No mames, güey. O sea, güey. Fumando la.
O sea,
That's all you heard, bro.
I'd be like, man, these motherfuckers and shit. Like,
Yeah,
I'm a
bro.
smoker, bro. Like,
Yeah, dude. So RIP to the liberal arts building.
They're making it to a plaza. Another.
Yeah.
Another one. It's because, dude, like straight up.
I think they're
arts
just
building,
doing.
It was like a high school fucking wing, dude. It
Closer.
was like a high school wing. Like it was just. It was like whack ass wing.
It was.
It was
It was.
super.
Yeah.
They're
lame,
actually removing the liberal arts completely from that
Oh, wow.
academics.
They are.
Well, I was gonna go back to school.
They're focusing more
I
on the
guess that-
science.
Dude, honestly, that one class that I took down there in the bottom floor in that building
Mhm.
made me realize that I wasn't challenging myself enough. So that's why I changed my degree back to health sciences.
Oh, cool.
I told myself, I'm like, yeah, fuck this. I'm
And
not.
I barely passed.
Nah, dude, I
I
went
almost
to health
passed
sciences,
honors.
health sciences, Doug. So I college of nursing or some college of health science, some shit like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Well,
how
one,
it
one
was.
step above liberal arts, whatever.
I know, right?
Hey, what's one step, baby?
That's how it was with my degree. I was originally electrical engineering, and I was like, this is too hard. I can't do it.
Yeah, it happens. I could add something, drop something, and then you make your mind. It's like college, you know.
The whole point. You know what I mean? That's the whole point of it. Yeah.
You learn.
You live and you learn. Yeah.
In the questionnaire, you were saying something about promoting chicharrones, right?
Yes.
I'm curious about that. What is that? Why? What? What's going on?
So-
Talk to us.
So when I was probably my second year at NMSU, I made this organization called For Students by Students, and it started with me and one other table, and it was like a miniature, like kind of like flea market on campus that was for students by students. So it was the students that wanted to be entrepreneurs, that just didn't have the time or the place to sell their items that they were making. People that were making crochet plushies, people that were making jewelry, things like that. So I was like, okay, we have people. And I was like, let me bring in people from the flea market to come sell on campus. So the flea market that happens on Saturdays in Las Cruces, I brought them onto NMSU campus and I was like, hey, do you want to like sell your stuff, blah, blah, blah. And chicharrones, they sold a lot, like all in one day. And so they were like, yeah, we'd love to come back, blah, blah, blah. They were like, we love what you're doing, you know, entrepreneurship, blah, 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 this and this. And I was like, sweet. So I ended up having to close the organization after about a year because I was failing my major. So I was like, I gotta focus on school. So they were like, yeah. So they sponsored me for La Feria, I believe La Feria. And so shout out. But they have like the best pork rinds ever. And I think I've bought like 3 bags from them.
Oh, yeah.
They're really good.
Oh, yeah.
But they were always there for me and everything else. So they've always been like one of my biggest supporters.
Oh,
That's
nice.
awesome.
So, what was the name of the brand?
It's Chicharrones. It's Eunice. I forget his last name.
Okay.
But-
I don't know.
I have chicharron is a very near and dear to me because my pug, my favorite dog. I'm sorry for the rest of y'all.
Yo, how dare
my
you?
favorite dog, the love of my life. His name is Chicharron.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's why I saw it. I was like, that's crazy.
Yeah, dude, like
the
oh,
connection.
I fucking love that dog. I will kill someone for that dog, bro. Like, you guys know
Oh,
that?
it's Chicharrones Cha Cha Cha.
That's cool. How do you forget that?
I forgot. It's been like years, and I feel bad. But thank you for coming in clutch. coming in clutch.
I was like, I know it's something.
Yeah.
It's got something catchy. So.
Nice,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Dude, it is.
And
I think I got the El Pastor ones last time.
Ooh.
I
Wait,
finished-
they're flavored?
Yeah,
What?
they're flavored. They have like green chili.
Back up.
Wait.
They got like
tell
spicy
me.
ones.
I wanna look 'em up.
They
Do they
have
top
like
them off with piña?
they have all sorts of different flavors, and like I believe my mom had ordered a bag, and I had them like shipped off to her.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's cool, bro.
Yeah,
I mean, I
Oh yeah,
It was the-
yeah.
yeah,
Just
yeah.
right there we go. I just followed him.
yeah.
Now show them
Oh,
my
nice.
chicharron.
Yeah, we're gonna have to follow.
Yeah, they're really good.
They look legit.
That looks
Okay.
good,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Yeah.
Shout
Right
out.
now.
Since
And
we're doing. Oh no, go ahead.
They're at the market in Las Cruces. I know they have one in the mall, I think on Wednesdays. And then on Saturdays they're at the one downtown.
Okay, cool.
Okay, yeah.
So
We definitely got to show some love to Las Cruces. I like Cruces. It's really
I
chill.
love cruises.
It's
man.
very calm. Like the few times I've been there.
Yeah.
Even though I keep hearing a bunch of weird shit from New Mexico, but I don't know if it's
Well,
all on
Dude, I was actually in Las Cruces like a few weeks ago. It doesn't matter why I was there, but I was there. I was helping a friend out. It was nothing bad or
Yeah.
anything. And we got there around this time, like maybe 9, 10 p.m. And dude, like there was zombies. Like you guys know what zombies obviously are, right? Like zombies. You know what zombies are?
the crackheads.
Yeah, like
crack fiends.
they got
There
the
was-
fentanyl, you know.
dude, there was a bunch of them and nothing but like fucking fine ass women, bro.
No.
Yes, dude, I swear, dude.
Talk
Like,
into Mike, my bad.
I'm sorry. Everywhere we go, like zombie, fine ass woman, zombie, fine ass woman, fine ass woman, fine ass woman, zombie, zombie, zombie. I was like, what the fuck? I'm gonna move over here, dude. If I'm not gonna find a fine ass woman, I'm gonna big friends with a zombie, bro. Like
Hell yeah.
it was crazy, dude. And then the last stop was Walgreens, right? He goes in and gets a prescription. I'm hanging out. Like where he parks just happens to be right where a zombie was hanging out. And like
Was it off of University?
I don't remember which Walgreens it was. Dude. It might have been. I think it was.
might have been.
Like
It might have been
off
right
at
there.
El Paseo.
So then I'm just there. I'm hanging out, dude. And then I see the zombie. So I'm like clearly like a little vigilant. Boom, cop rolls up. Cop rolls up and like just jumps out, starts questioning him. The zombie like says, I don't know what zombie says. I couldn't hear it. Fucking cops just fucking put the cuffs on and throw him in the back
Oh
of the car,
my
dude. Fucking dips
God.
out. I was like, what the fuck? This was all in with like 10 minutes, dude. It was crazy. I was like,
don't play, bro.
They went and got him.
yeah, dude, I was like, I gotta move here, bro. I gotta
Cleaning up the streets. I love it.
yeah, dude, but I'm not exaggerating. Like fucking fine ass women. Goddamn cruises. What are you putting in your water, bro? Goddamn.
I
Fucking
think that aired on
fentanyl.
an episode. Of,
Fucking
I think
fentanyl.
that whole thing happened on aired on Cops. I think I saw that on Cops.
Live
I
Live
believe
PD,
that.
the new one? Or no, that's not Live PD anymore.
It's not, it's,
There's another one. They
Oh, is it?
renamed
Oh,
it.
I don't know.
So since we are shouting people out, let's shout out your photographer and your hairdresser while we're on it.
Ooh.
Yeah,
shout 'em
yeah. So my photographer, I'm photography 915 is his Instagram. He does amazing creative work. He did a shoot that was kind of like cyberpunk. And I was wearing my motorcycle
Dope, dope.
armor, which was like
Sick.
super cool. And then we recently did one,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah, for your jewelry.
Yes, yes. So I am a jewelry ambassador, like a brand ambassador, for 2 different companies, and he helped me out with that. The photos came out amazing.
Sick.
They were amazing. So he does all sorts of creative work from like point A to point B. And his main theme is kind of like a black and white. Like it's like really, really, really dope. And then my hairdresser, I could not exist without. Beloved by Chloe. She's also in Las Cruces. She does amazing. I mean, I can never get my curls to stay, but whenever she does my hair, they always stay. Like they're crispy, they're clean. I love it. I go to her all the time. I found her at Blitz Cosmetology in Las Cruces. And then I followed her out to a salon that she worked at. And then now she owns her own salon.
Oh, nice.
So she always gets me right with my hair. She does like everything from like curly cuts to like pedicures, manicures, like the whole 9 yards.
Damn. So
So-
she's what, an esthetician, hairdresser, all that?
Kind of, yeah,
Everything?
yeah.
Everything
She does
under
like
the
jack of all trades, that's
lashes,
cool.
everything. Yeah, yeah.
Man, the both of you are like super like occupied with time. You guys are dabbling in so many different things.
You have no
Well,
idea.
okay, well, let me ask you this: like, how do you guys keep the spark alive? Like, what do you guys do, like, to like when you do have time? I mean, you guys are so busy. Like,
That's a good.
I mean,
Yeah, that's a good question. We actually talked about that today, and like making time for each other because we're both going to school.
Full time.
Yeah, full time. I'm working. He's getting into modeling. I've been modeling. And we're like all over the states. We went to Arizona and everything.
let me guess. You guys go to Wiener Schnitzel.
I was going to say, Wiener Schnitzel. You got it. Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah. It's honestly just like in the little things. Like sometimes we'll read together, and he got to the end of his book, and he's like, "Man, this is really good," you know. And it's a 3-part series. And so I had gotten like microphones for my phone because I'm like starting content creation for my platform.
Very nice.
So I was like, well, let me just grab his book real quick, his second book. Because he was like, oh man, the first one's so good. And like the second one, I can't find it anywhere. We literally went to Walmart, Target, Barnes and Nobles, couldn't find it anywhere. And so Amazon was having a spring sale until the March 31st. And so March 31st, I was like, oh, I gotta grab my microphones. And then I was like, well, I'm here. So I was like, let me just grab his book real quick. And so I grabbed his second book and I was like, oh yeah, can you open the package for me? You know, like I got to do something real quick. And he opened it. He was all, no way. And I was like, yeah.
That's badass.
Bro, I had 2 exams today for 2 classes. I was slammed. I was not having a good day. And she comes home and she gives me a hug and whatever. And so she's like, open that package for me. She's like, I got to do something real quick. And I opened it and I see the front cover and I was all,
No
way.
That's so
yeah.
Oh my god!
Oh my god. And I just like picked her up.
He starts putting on his pennies and shit.
Yeah, exactly. Don't-
We're definitely getting the chili cheese fries.
exactly.
That's awesome.
That's really sweet.
Hell yeah, that's dope.
You know,
That's
That's
so cool.
wonderful, dude. That's beautiful, man.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Especially like you just try to make time for the little things. I'll try to like leave her notes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And try to like just do things without being asked. You know what I mean? Especially like doing other things and like I'm the worst at planning stuff, but she's asked me to plan things and was it 2 weeks ago we went to the Poppy Fest or was that like a week ago?
Yeah, the
yeah.
Poppy
Yeah,
Fest,
they're down here in the 915 actually. They're at the
Northeast, on the
North,
northeast.
baby, up top, the north, baby.
Yeah,
By the-
northeast,
Franklin
by the
Mountains,
Trans Mountain,
right?
right
Yeah,
before
yeah,
you
yeah.
go
Border
on to
Patrol thing, right?
Yeah,
Border Patrol Museum.
there,
Yeah, there's like a museum there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
the
exactly.
Museum of Anthropology.
There you go.
Yeah. So
That's cool.
she her birth flower is Poppy. Oh, and she hails from California, so
And you're her puppy. That's cool.
Mic
All right,
drop.
we out of here. All
Oh,
right.
you're into puppies? That's funny because
All right. So since before we do dip out, let's ask you guys this. You did talk about some paranormal activity on your
Yeah.
thing. So
I
let's
did.
ask. We're gonna ask both of you guys about that paranormal. If you've ever experienced anything, just think about it. But let's go with her first, and then we'll do one more question about your 3 people, and then our closers.
Okay,
Bet,
okay.
bet,
Do you, unless you want me to go first, because I
What?
already have a story loaded up.
Yeah. Who
Oh,
wants
I
to go?
got a story.
Okay,
Oh,
go, yeah,
paranormal.
When I was
Paranormal.
In,
All right.
when I was in high school, my
Well,
mom.
okay. Before, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
You're
But
good, you're good.
before, where did you go to high school? If you don't mind sharing with people.
I went to high school in Arizona, Safford High School.
Okay. Cool.
In Safford, Arizona.
Nice.
So I went to high school there. And then I moved to New Mexico for New Mexico State. And then I'm originally from California, so it was like a whole thing.
What part of California?
Like the Northern Valley.
Oh, cool.
It's a small town called Manteca.
Okay, cool.
Also known as Manteca.
No, it's not.
I've
No,
seen
it's
that. I've
not.
seen
No,
that.
it's not.
No, I've seen it. And I'm like, why do people call it like this? Manteca. But I'm like, all right, whatever. That's cool. That's cool.
Because my parents were like, "She's from where?" And I was
Manteca?
like, "Manteca," and they're like, "Oh yeah."
Sí, mijo, sí, sí sé. Sí sé.
exactly.
Ahí está tu tío. Ahí está tu tío. All right. So,
tenemos unos primos por allá, ¿no?
¿Conoce a Lupe? ¿La conoce?
okay. So you're in high school and then.
Yeah. So I was still living at home, of course. And so my mom's husband kept an urn of his grandmother. And like she wasn't like the nicest lady that they told me about. So she was just chilling, right? And then one night, yeah, obviously, one night I was in my room and it's like my room. And then like the bathrooms across the hallway, and then at the end of the hallway is the master bedroom. And so they were in the master bedroom watching a movie, whatever. And I was in my room, like probably cleaning or something. And their door shuts. And I was like, oh, okay, they're gonna like go to bed, whatever. And they were like, hello? And I was like, what the heck? I was like, they closed the door, right? Because I didn't see it close. So I was like, they closed the door. And then my mom was like, hey. And I was like, hello? And then she was like, oh, hey, like, did you close the door? And I was like, no, I've been in my room. I thought you guys closed the door. And then she was like, oh, it must have been your brother because, you know, like sometimes he'll like go in there and like mess with them. And so and I was like, no, he's in his room, like across the house. So I was like, it wasn't him and it wasn't me. So, and they were like, well, it wasn't us. So
It was a draft.
Yeah. So we were like, oh, it's probably like the AC or something. And so we're like, oh, okay, going about our day. And like maybe like anywhere from a week to a month later, there started like cracking in the light of the ceiling fan. So like the ceiling fan had like this bulb lamp, and then like the light in it. But the bulb of the lamp had like cracks in it. And like, you know, it doesn't just happen, right? It just doesn't
I've never
happen.
seen that.
Yeah. So there's like cracks in the light. And then so they try to take it down to like fix it. Cause like over time it kept getting worse. And so they were like, oh, maybe, you know, like it's something structural. And then it just fell apart. And so they were like, oh, I guess we have to get a new one of those. And then maybe like, I want to say like 4 months after that happened, I started seeing cracks in my lamp bulb. And I was like, what did I do? I don't want any of this. So I was like, okay, that's kind of weird. And then, yeah, so it was just kind of like strange. And then my mom was like, yeah, I have like nightmares all the time. And like, it's like super crazy. But like random things would just kind of like move or like kind of, like fall over like that. And it was just like super creepy. But
Hell no.
yeah.
Dude, they call them jots. Just one of those things. Jots. J-O-T. Just one of those things.
Just one of those.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
just one of those
Well, I know what I'm gonna do once I get home.
True.
Did you ever see that lamp again?
Well,
I
guess
saw
what?
it floating.
Well, guess what?
We have a guest for you.
Sorry.
All right, John. Your paranormal story.
I'll do one short one real quick, and then one's a little more. No, I'll go with the worst one first. So
Worst is first.
worst is first.
first.
So back in where I grew up, we used to visit a town called Raton, New Mexico, which is up there right
I've
next
heard
to
of it.
Right before Colorado, right?
Yeah, Raton Pass. Yeah. So it's right there. And my cousin used to live on Moulton, which is a street that's going up to the Raton Star. Every time you're going like through Raton, you see the mountain and it says Raton on it with a giant star. And so he lived there for years, and there had been so many weird things going on in the upstairs. And when they first moved there, my grandmother, who's very spiritual, was like, you guys shouldn't move there. There's something weird going on with that house.
Yeah.
We don't know what's going on. Mind you, this city has been there since, you know, booming of like the 1800s.
Yeah.
So this was a pretty old house. They used to get like weird stories of like things moving upstairs, and they had like a loft, right? Because the attic was converted into a room. And so they had like a bathroom up there, and you never felt like completely safe up there. It was really weird because, you know, you're a kid and you like sense things a little bit better. And you're like a little like, you know, off-putting. And my cousins used to have nightmares and nobody stayed up there. And when they were moving out, right? I think this was like 2010, 2011, 2012, when around there. And we're moving out, and I remember it was just me and my cousin Corey sitting in the laying down in the house, and the only two things left were two couches. And so I was laying on the one next to the window, and Corey was laying next to the one facing the wall. And so where I was at, right? So I'm right here next to the window, and this is where Corey was at. I was having like, it was cold in the house. It smelled like phosphorus.
Like sulfur?
Like sulfur.
Yeah, like demonic,
like
something demonic.
Yeah, very, very like phosphorus, sulfury. And I was just like, you know, whatever. And it was extremely cold in the house. So I was like, all right, whatever, cool. I'm going to lay down, go to bed, whatever. And I remember like laying down, and I remember having a dream. And I remember like nothing else is in the house except those two couches left. And I remember having a dream about something being in the kitchen. And this thing in the kitchen, in my dream, I was standing where I was like, if I had gotten up from the couch, and I look in the dream, I look towards the kitchen and there is something standing there. But it's like not standing, it's like hunched over and it like crouches. And I see it has like hooves.
Oh, hell
And
no.
like the energy looks like, you know, like when you like do like an animation, like the black marks, it's like a black like energy that's like moving through the thingy, and it turns around and like it like looks at me. And like I couldn't describe to you what I saw, but it wakes me up out of my sleep. And I was like, it's so cold in the house that like you could see my breath.
Oh wow.
And so I was like, I looked over at my cousin Corey, and my cousin Corey is like fussing, like having a nightmare. And I was like, Corey. And like I like woke him up, and he like looks at me. He like I like shake him awake, and he looks at me, and he looks exactly where I saw that thing.
Shit.
And he was like, I was like, we gotta go. His grandma Liz, rest in peace, lived down the street. And so he gets his like box of toys, and we're walking out. And it had like a screen door, and there was 2 steps. There was 2 steps to get out of the house. And so they had like a door and a screen door, and there's like a fence that comes like to the end of the property. And so he goes to the end of the property, and I'm like, oh, I need to grab like a charger or something. I grabbed my phone charger, and I'm walking out, and I don't know what it was, but I opened the door and I feel like a presence like shove me. And I went from the front door, right? So from here to probably like the camera, I went from the front door, which is probably like elevated like this, to probably over the front camera.
Oh,
And I landed, and the door slams behind me.
Nah, bro.
Pushing you outside. Out of
Like
the
pushing
house.
me out.
Yeah.
Like I felt something like if it was like talons gripping into my back. And like,
No.
yeah, my cousin like checks me, and I have like scratch marks almost. And he's like, bro, he was like, what was that? I said, I don't know. And next thing you know, we're walking down the street, and my grandmother from my side, my grandma Lucy, pulls up and says, what did you guys see?
Nah.
Yeah.
Damn.
So,
Nah.
so here's my immediate look. I got goosebumps.
I got the goosebumps. too,
Immediately, that demon wanted no smoke with your grandma, bro.
Yeah.
That demon knew your grandma was rolling up.
Yeah,
That's
pull
why,
up, yeah.
like, that's why you got kicked out of the house,
Yeah,
bro.
exactly.
That's why you didn't get pulled in. He was like, dude, Abuela's coming? Nah, fuck all this, bro. And
Yeah, exactly,
yeah,
bro.
dude, that's my
Yeah.
immediate
dog.
thought.
She was loaded with the chancla,
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah.
Ready to
Fuck
go,
some shit
dog.
up, dog.
And
dude.
it's so weird that we saw her. That was the first thing we saw.
Yeah.
And she was like driving up there to go check on us. And she just asks us, what did you guys
She
see?
felt it. She
Yeah,
knew.
she
She
must
felt.
or something like that.
And that
She had
thing
a
felt it
premonition
too.
or
That thing
some
felt because I'm pretty sure grandma was like full of light and like
Yeah,
beautiful,
exactly.
amazing
Yeah.
spiritual person. That thing didn't want grandma anywhere near.
Yeah,
That she's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
get out, bro. Get out here. Go to
That's
grandma.
wild.
That's
Yeah,
wild,
dude,
bro. That's
yeah.
stripped out. That's dope.
And then a short story, a good one. My
Oh, that wasn't a good one.
no, that was good.
good.
No, okay, that was like the worst, like the most paranormal thing I had. The next one is like a little wholesome. My brother passed away when he was 13. I was 9 years old.
Sorry to hear that.
And yeah, no, it's all good. But he always used to hit me on top of the head and said, should have had a V8. You know what I mean? He would always hear, and then I should have had a V8. And you're like, bro, okay. And one time I was cleaning his little urn thingy, because he has like a little urn place there at my house. And I was cleaning it, and I was like, bro, I kind of miss him. And I was like sitting there, I was cleaning like the pictures and stuff, and his urn falls from the top. Hits my head and lands in my hand.
No way.
Yeah, it's exactly where he used to hit me. And I catch him, and I was like,
I should drink a
Should have
beer.
gone to V8.
yeah, I was like, I should have had a V8. And I was all,
Damn.
you might be gone, bro, but you ain't really gone, huh?
wonderful.
And I
That's
shut
fucking
it up.
awesome.
That's
Yeah.
beautiful, man.
That's
wonderful.
cool, man.
Yeah,
That's
it was
cool.
super cool.
It's amazing, man. It's beautiful. And I like that. I mean, it's paranormal, right? But I wholeheartedly believe in that. Because every now and then, dude, like my mom, like Descanse en paz, dude, I'll smell her perfume, dude. Like, every now
Dude,
and
that's
then.
crazy.
Like out of nowhere, like I'm like, especially the days where I need her, it's like I smell her perfume. I'm like, all right, mom.
Yeah, it's cool.
yeah,
Exactly.
that's
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
awesome.
So yeah, man, it's awesome. It's beautiful. It's wonderful, man. Yeah. And that demon's got nothing on me, bro. I can take that demon from the first.
Fuck.
round.
Exactly. Yeah. I always said, I was like, if
I'll fuck
anything
him
ever
up.
like tries me, I was like, bless these hands. You're gonna find out.
Yeah, dude. All right.
You're gonna hit him with that pose and shit.
yeah.
That's what it is. Oh shit.
Yeah. Exactly. The
hell
Zoolander
no.
though.
For the last question before we dip, who are these 3 people that you said? Oh, you said 3 people that you like to either have dinner with, whatever your vices, drink, model, whatever you want to do. The first one's Shalom Harlow. Who's that? Because the second one was Michael Jackson and Chris Pratt. I know who they are, but who's Shalom?
Michael Jackson with?
Who's Shalom
Who's
Harlow?
NJ?
Never heard of him.
Yeah, so Shalom
curious.
Harlow.
Shalom, sorry.
She.
I said Shalom.
Shalom. I think it is. I think it can go either way.
Yeah, I think it can go either way.
A lot of people say shalom, which
Okay.
I had an assignment with my agency to get a like inspiration from like a model that was kind of more or less famous to get a feel for their walk, their signature, et cetera, et cetera. And we were both trying to find one, and we were like, oh man, you know who, like, there's so many models out there, and like they kind of just all walk the same. And so I think it was you that found Shalom Harlow. And she has like a specific walk for everything that she wears. So she has like a little bit of a signature, but she's more or less like on the hardcore side. And so she definitely knows what she's doing. And she did an interview, and she was like, just because you pose in front of your iPhone camera and take a bunch of selfies does not mean you're a model. Because there's a lot of girls that are like, oh yeah, I'm a model, and like they're wearing nothing, like absolutely nothing. Yeah, and then
I follow a lot of them on Instagram.
Yeah, we do. No,
I'm kidding. I don't.
He's like, shut up, bro. But yeah, so I was like, dang, that's kind of hard, you know? Like there's people that are actually working hard, that are going to casting calls, getting rejected, like putting in all this work and years and years and years of work, and they're like, yeah, no, I'm a model. Like I walk runways and I do this and that. And like these girls that are on Instagram, they're like, oh yeah, I'm a model. And it's like, no, you're not.
Sorry, sweetie. Maybe next time.
Yeah. Yeah. So I would love to like sit down with her and like take inspiration from her, to be like, who are you? Like I would love to take more advice from her.
probably, bro, the stories she probably has about like backstage and stuff. Because you don't like, you see like the walks and stuff, but you don't see like backstage.
Mayhem.
Yeah, the mayhem, bro.
Chaos, bro.
Yeah.
Chaos.
Yeah, because they like my first show, they made me like run. They were like, okay, no, you come here, you're going next. And I was like, okay, let's go, I guess. So it was pretty dope though.
That's cool. Michael Jackson. Why Michael Jackson?
I loved his music, and his music was like super, super powerful, and like the messages, it always had a message to it. And so like, and everybody had their own opinions about him, and like, oh, this and that, and he did this and he did that. But I feel like genuinely he was a good person, because when people would like storm his stage, he wouldn't be like, oh my God, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, he would hug them. Like there's a viral clip of him, like some lady that ran up on stage, and she was like, I just wanted a hug. And she sits there and she hugs him and freaking everything else. And I was like, it'd be really cool to like see what he would come out with now. Like with the way the world is now, what he would come out with.
I got a question for you about Michael Jackson. Do you believe in all the accusations that were he was accused of? Everything that he was accused of, or you think he was set up or blackmailed?
I think he was probably like set up or blackmailed. Like somebody had something against him, because people with like that kind of music that have such a powerful message, somebody's gonna disagree with them. And there's like the whole thing with like the Epstein files and everything, and he was like, I was protecting children from going to the islands and stuff. And like
the stuff that happened with Sony.
Yeah,
with the music.
That's all with his personal.
Real quick, I'm gonna go with Dave Chappelle said. Dave Chappelle was like, bro, he used to hang out with Macaulay Culkin. That's like if you're a PDF file, that's like the kid you're gonna molest.
Yeah.
And Macaulay Culkin was like, no, dude, he was never like that at all.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like,
shout out Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah.
Shout out Macaulay.
That's how you mean. Yeah.
And then the last one, Chris Pratt.
I wonder why.
Well, no, it wasn't.
From his Andy Dwyer days, bro. Parks and Rec.
Well, he was better. He was harder than Andy Dwyer.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, because he was in Guardians of the Galaxy.
I was about to say that.
So, and his like, and it's probably like the role and everything, but like his acting style and like the theme of those movies and everything was just so like, he's very like relaxed. Like he's such a normal
comic relief.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like he feels like just a normal person in like the celebrity world.
My favorite clip of his, like, you guys know what I'm talking about, the Parks and Rec. Like it's a blooper of Parks and Rec, and he's like,
Kim Kardashian?
Yeah. Like, what's the greatest comeback of all time? And everybody's like saying like, Seabiscuit and
Yeah.
Rudy. And he's like, Kim Kardashian. Yeah, she's like, yeah, she got cum on her back, right?
And everyone just starts busting out laughing. The whole cast,
Like,
like,
you can tell right there, like, I fuck with this dude. I fuck with this.
Yeah.
Andy Dwyer. I love him, like the character. That's cool.
And just like as a celebrity, like he's just like so chill compared to like I feel like everybody else, like kind of like next to Adam Sandler, you know?
Yeah.
Like he's
Down to
just
earth
like
type.
yeah.
That's
And
dope,
like
dude.
that's the type of person that I
humble guy.
am. That I'm like
Yeah,
down
man.
to earth.
That's dope, dude.
John, did you want to answer that question? Or did you want me to just do a closer question for you?
I think one person that I would like to sit down and like get to know.
Can you talk to? Sorry.
No, you good right there?
Yeah.
Good right there? All right.
Listen to him.
No, dead or alive.
Yeah.
Probably
Anybody in history. Anybody. It could be.
Anybody. Probably either Alexander the Great, just because dude conquered so much at such a young age, died at such a young age. He probably had like stories about all that other stuff. Somebody that I actually like to like actually sit down, like who's alive, is probably Donald Glover.
Yeah.
Charlie loves Donald
fuck
Glover,
yeah,
bro.
Yeah.
We were big Childish Gambino fans.
Yeah, exactly. So my first introduction to him was the EP that he dropped, and I was young when that came
Camp?
out. Yeah. Camp.
Royalty.
Camp tour was.
Camp or Royalty? Which one was it?
No, it was the camp tour.
It was Camp, yeah.
Royalty
And I was
a
like,
mixtape.
bro. And then like I remember growing up in high school, like I would listen to that religiously, and just like to see him grow from just being, you know, just a normal like comedian to an actor to, you know, doing all this other stuff under the sun, and to see him go from just being, you know, that little nerdy, you know, Donald for Spider-Man.
Yep.
Um,
Donald for Spider-Man. Like that.
yeah. This guy knows ball.
Yeah.
Going from that to seeing him play like big roles, like Lando. He played Lando. Yeah.
I showed my friend
Yoshi now?
Yeah.
Oh, Yoshi now.
He just played Yoshi
He's gonna
recently.
play
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's awesome.
Yeah. So, like, just to see him go from that to that, I think that's probably one of the people I would like to get to know for sure.
That's awesome.
Dude, back in 2012 or 2013, I can't remember when. My girlfriend at the time bought me tickets for like Valentine's for my birthday. I went out there. I flew out by myself. She's like, "Go for it." Dude, right when Camp had dropped too.
Yeah.
He had just came back from his broken foot.
Yeah.
Dude, it was sick.
You saw?
Yeah.
Yeah. For $29. I saw this
Dude.
ticket stuff, $29, dude.
Yeah.
This guy, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
bro.
seen them all.
He's seen them all. That's so good.
That's wicked,
You know,
though.
real quick, like you know Ludwig Göransson? Like,
Yeah, Ludwig,
like,
yeah.
his
His
him,
producer?
like, yeah, dude, like that's awesome because you know where they met, right? Was on a set of Community.
Yeah.
Like that's where
yeah.
they first
Homies.
met. And like Ludwig would do the music for Community, and they
Yeah.
like hit it off, dude. Like I think that's always dope too. Like little
That's
things like
yeah,
that, man.
you got to network. Just
Yeah, man,
like
that's
you
awesome,
always
man.
say, you always got to network.
Yeah,
And like
man.
you never know who you're gonna meet. You
Exactly.
never know who you're gonna talk to.
Most definitely. man.
And
Most
I learned that
definitely.
from her for sure. So
That's dope, man.
Most
That's why I
definitely.
go so many places, is because you never know who you're gonna meet.
Yeah, man.
True.
Luckily, you met us. Unfortunately, I mean,
Did you guys have anything before we dip out?
No.
Yeah. Kiara.
Hmm?
Let's see.
Yeah, there was.
What's-
I filled that out. like a
I
million
know
years
it's because
ago.
before you guys took forever to get here. We were talking about.
Shut up,
My bad.
bitch.
That was me.
Shut up. It's my house.
That was me.
She's actually a musician as well. We didn't
Wonderful.
even touch base on that, but she
Oh,
does
yeah.
marching band for Enemies to You. So I have a question for you regarding that. What was the most challenging piece of music you've ever had to perform?
Oh gosh. We did a show called Moulin Rouge.
Ooh.
And it was from this movie that I've never seen. I still have not seen it. And the drill on top of the music was just horrendous.
Oof.
Like we eventually got it, right? But with marching band in college, you practice, you do 2 shows every year. Well, 3 technically, including pregame before the football game. So we do 2 shows, and Moulin Rouge was one of our shows, and it was very challenging. Very, very challenging. We tried to make an elephant, and we could not do it for the life of us. We always blame like drumline or like low brass because we're like, oh, slow brass, you know, dumb line. But yeah.
You got a couple percussionists over here.
I'm a multi-instrumentalist.
Yeah, she plays a guitar. What instrument do you play? I'm sorry, we didn't even ask you.
I played trumpet for 10 years.
Oh, dope. I played trumpet for 3.
Oh.
wicked.
I played trumpet for
Middle
about
school.
a
Middle
week,
school.
and then they forced me to baritone.
God.
Yeah, I
Glad
played
you did.
for 10 years. I did marching band for 8.
What do you
very
think
nice.
is the most underrated instrument?
Oh. Oh, that's a good question.
Ooh.
The triangle?
The oboe, the piccolo.
One
I can't think of any more.
One
gonna
that
say something
sounds
messed up.
good is probably like the sousaphone, and it's more or less like the instrument and the people that play it. Because the people that play it, they're like good people, but they're a little slow, but they're hilarious. So I mean, it's fine. It's
stereotyping.
okay,
I love it. I love it. Shots fired.
She's
Bro.
zombie over there.
Me.
Oh, okay.
Me. All right. Who wants to get my closer question? Because we asked it for the last episode, but we haven't released it, so I'm asking it again.
Oh,
This is a good one. This is a good one.
Who wants
Okay.
it?
Oh, you got a new one?
Yeah.
I've been gone for a while.
Yeah.
This originally was yours, unless you want me to tackle it.
I'm good. Yeah.
All right.
I love questions.
He doesn't even remember.
I want to look into it real quick.
It's okay.
I
I,
wrote
don't
it down
remember
here
anything either.
Swear.
If extraterrestrials were to invade Earth and we had to send one person to represent humanity, who would you send?
Represent
Yeah.
humanity.
Yeah.
I feel like anybody's either a bad driver or a bad like representation in total.
So a female Chinese is a woman.
Damn,
I turn left now. Good luck, everybody else.
God damn, bro. God damn, you went hard on that one, bro.
Who would you select to represent humanity?
that would be
A great option.
a great option.
Or whoever you want to select. I'm sorry, to represent everybody.
Well, I mean, our humanity is not the greatest of humanity, so probably like somebody like trashing the earth, like Elon Musk or
Probably
something.
sound like a dolphin.
Well,
It wouldn't
yeah,
even
like
be
a
a human.
dolphin.
Honestly,
Elon Musk.
it's
What about
like-
Elon Tusk?
It
I
might
like
be.
Tusk.
Yeah, it
Or
might
like
be.
Mr. Beast or something.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I'll give you $1 million if you don't blow up this. No, but I think this might be a controversial take, but like Barack Obama.
Oh, fuck no. That's not controversial at all. Fuck yeah, I fuck with
yeah,
Barry.
you know what I mean?
fuck with Barry.
Just like,
I
you know,
don't
just
feel
like
like
a
he's,
yeah.
I
Just
don't feel like he's a great representation
of humanity
humanity.
itself.
of
He
humanity.
sort of is.
My wife, Michelle.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
Michelle.
Michelle.
Dude, his game was so cold.
That's
bro.
what I'm
Like,
saying,
he
right?
had
Yeah,
so
cold.
much swag.
He does,
still
bro.
does. He still
Very,
does.
very
Yeah,
articulate.
he
And you
still
know what,
does.
dude?
Like,
He's
yeah,
also
yeah.
he also fucking
Yeah, he
plays
balls.
ball, bro.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
plays
he
ball,
plays
dude.
ball, bro.
So
I
dude,
love when he called
I
Kanye,
could dig a
Kanye a
president.
jackass, and Kanye was like, "Damn, that one hurt." Kanye never gives a fuck what people
I can-
say.
yeah.
And when Obama called him a jackass, he's like, "Damn, that one hurt." Like,
I'll back any president that has a good jump shot.
Yeah,
True.
yeah, it's valid. Yeah.
That's
All
right.
right. You guys have any questions?
yeah,
Closer questions?
real quick. Mine's easy.
I love questions.
Whataburger order, or even better,
Wiener Schnitzel.
Lauderburger. Oh, Wiener Schnitzel order.
Oh, how about this? How about this? Since she's from Cali.
Ooh,
Whataburger.
In-N-Out.
Lauderburger or Whataburger. The three.
What the fuck?
Whataburger, Whataburger, or In-N-Out. There we go.
Oh,
This is gonna piss you off.
Yeah, because Whataburger made me sick last time I had it.
So then
So-
Whataburger's out. So
You,
Lauderburger.
Yeah.
you and Ray Burger.
Rayburger's one of those two.
Probably In-N-Out.
I fuck with it. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Every time I go to Cali or Arizona, I fucking fuck with it.
Anytime we're driving
Even
through.
though I love Whataburger to my heart. I fuck with it.
Yeah, no, you already know me. I'm gonna quote somebody that said this who's from Texas. Austin Post, also known as Post Malone. He said, I like my burger with a little bit of like hair on its chest.
Yeah.
So Whataburger.
Hell yeah.
Of course,
Nice.
yeah.
Of course, yeah. Because like I mean, who can you not? And fun fact, somebody who moved to the state where it's the chili capital of the world is allergic to chili.
No.
Wait, Chile or chili?
I'm allergic to capsaicin, which is the oil on like peppers, like jalapenos. So like
red. He still eats it.
my tongue will swell up and like my lips will get itchy and my throat will close up. Like it's a whole thing. Like it's like a bee sting. It's bad.
That's
We gotta
horrible.
get you an EpiPen for that water I gave you.
Her brother said, "Why don't you just like stab yourself with an EpiPen and just start eating it?"
Hell
And I was
yeah.
like, "Yeah,
That sucks because Milo got us fucking green chili doubles for everyone.
yeah."
Bust him out.
And we all have to eat them. All right, Drew, last question.
Last question.
If you have one. If not,
I love questions.
Oh well, my question was red or green salsa.
Oh dang. Oh dang.
Damn.
No,
I
I think,
guess neither. I don't know.
Another band related question. Do you have a? No, I don't know.
Metallica or Megadeth?
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Metallica.
Hell yeah.
nice.
Sick.
Megadeth. Probably Megadeth. What's that? Peace sells, but who's buying?
What?
Peace sells. The album Peace sells.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because I just yeah.
Wait, we got a professional.
Is that a loss for words?
Hey, whoa, take it easy.
Yeah,
Take
throw
it.
that one at me. All right.
Yeah. So for sure, yeah.
For sure.
I got a question for y'all.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, what's y'all's favorite artist and why
Of all time?
of all time?
Go down the line. Musical artist?
Musical artist, or it could be like a director too. Why not?
Go.
Shit. You go first. You said first.
All right. So if it's any artist whatsoever, it's got to be Van Gogh. The reason I love Van Gogh.
Wait, did we say music or no?
It's a music.
Oh,
Any
any
artist,
art.
any media artist. Like
Okay.
Van
So-
Gogh was so unappreciated and underrated.
valid,
That's real.
valid.
And he was struggled with mental illness to the point where it was fucking ridiculous for the people around him.
Mhm.
His brother was the only one that held him down. And even though his art isn't as beautiful as like other painters,
Yep.
he saw something in the world and he projected it onto his art, made it so beautiful. And that's why I
Yeah.
fuck with Van Gogh.
Yeah, that's valid. Yeah,
For me, I'd say Kanye West. I
that's
just fuck with
valid.
Kanye.
Yeah, that's
From
understandable.
from everything from the highs to the lows, everything in between.
Yeah,
so.
exactly.
I
Like
fuck
you might
with
like
Kanye.
the music's good.
Yeah.
Maybe not the message all
Yeah,
the time. but
exactly.
Yeah.
Drew.
Dude, that one, you sprung that one up on me, but I'm just going to go with one of my favorite artists of all time is Smokey Robinson. And
Yeah.
that's just because I was really into oldies growing up. Like I
That's-
listened to a lot of it. And he was part of, like the whole, was it Motown, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Motown. So he helped create Motown, but his music, he was able to like past decades, like he started in the 60s and he was able to create music and write music in the 70s and 80s that and still to this day you can still listen to Smokey and it's just like a feeling you get, like,
Yeah.
and
It's timeless.
yeah, it's he's timeless, bro.
I second that emotion.
You sucker, dog. Track some of my
Alright.
tears after this episode.
All right, guys. So where can people find you guys? Whatever you want to share on for your socials or whatever.
Well, my main account is bandkid46. Because I was in band for so long. So I don't ever plan on changing it, even though I completed my last 4 years of marching band at
Nice.
state. So it'll probably be there until I'm like 30. And then maybe I'll change it.
Maybe not.
Yeah, maybe not. And then I have No Makeup and Jeans, which is my pageant platform for Petite USA.
Dude, it's gonna stick with you now.
Hey, at least you remember, right?
Yeah,
You remember. But it's about kind of bringing women that don't feel like they're enough without makeup or hair extensions or things like that to be a model or to be a human being.
Just be real.
That's
I like
beautiful.
that.
That's beautiful.
That's
Because I have
dope.
2 little girls, and they need more people like that. More people to look up to.
That
are real,
that are real.
And
And it-
not the fake stuff you see.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the filters and stuff. Like that's not
Yeah.
what it's about. It's about being comfortable in you and
Yeah.
yourself,
In your own skin.
Because
Yeah.
every young lady is beautiful. Every female
Exactly.
is beautiful. So
Yeah.
good for you.
And-
That's good.
Like I met a girl that was in the military. She's currently in the army, and she was like, oh, I could never model. She's beautiful. I was like, wow, like you would do great. Like she has curly hair. She's amazing. And so I was like, oh man, you should model. She was like, you think so? Like I'm in the military, like I get my hands dirty, blah blah blah. I was like, I ride a motorcycle. Like I'm very much not the typical model. And so like, and even some of those girls, they intimidate me, and I'm like,
Oh,
I think so, yeah. You're
Is,
great.
is she single?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know.
I'm not asking for me. I like dudes.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
This for my friend.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, No Makeup and Jeans. And then your socials.
It's just John_Paul. I think it's got like 2 underscores under it. That's it.
Maybe
Yeah.
Nice.
2 P's.
Yeah, you're mostly gonna see her on there. Not myself.
Nice.
Yeah, but that's it. But I thank you guys for having us.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Sounds
coming out.
great.
Sorry for the
Thank you.
delay, guys.
No,
It was
you're good.
But no,
fucking-
dude, like you guys are amazing guests, man. Thank you
Yeah,
so much.
we love having
Yeah, man.
couples on here, bro.
Yeah. Yeah,
man,
it's
it's
fun, bro.
Yeah.
I think-
You know, Drew's trying to
yes.
kiss you the whole time I saw him. I caught him.
Oh, stop. Saw me licking my lips.
That's been episode 140. Make sure you guys follow us, bro.monroe.show. Follow me, ray.ruckus, browndays.ent, and
At My Dog Danger, it's 915 Vintage Bitch and Haunted by Podcast.
Drewski.
Stay safe.
Laters.
Deuces.